Hello everyone. Today we are going to talk about corpus collection and an abstract analysis. Okay, so first of all, let's have a look at today's agenda. We'll talk about the corpus compilation and make sure you know how to do it. Then we'll move to the research paper structure. Finally, we will have an abstract analysis. First of all, let's have a look at this Corpus compilation assignment. So here is a snapshot from a student. So what do you think of it? Is it good? Look at the year, format, and number, everything there. What do you think of? Is it a good corpus collection or not? I'll give you some time to think. Okay, so I copy and pasted some requirements for this assignment here. Your corpus or your sources should be published between 2018 to 2020, the last recent 5 years. Yeah, the newest, I think the newest sources can give you more insight for your research. And the papers should also be from peer-reviewed sources and written by different authors. If the research articles you collected are written by the same author, I believe there might be some bias. Yeah, so we want you to look at different articles from different authors. And they should also contain a clear introduction section with a combined or separate literature review. We want you to find a more high quality research articles. And if possible, I hope you can choose 3 highly regarded peer-reviewed sources. Yeah, which could be your primary sources you can draw on as your resources. And here are the formats. Yeah, and you can name it according to the sequence: author, year, keynote, a keyword. Or if you think this article is really important to your current research, you can put primary there. And one more thing you need to do is to do something like explanation of why this is a primary source or why it is important. So you can create something like this, a form to put the author's name, the year of publication, the title of the article, the keywords, and the explanation of why you think it's really a good source. So this is just an example. Yeah, you can do your own way. Okay, now let's move to the structure of a research paper. So here is a typical research paper structure, which is composed of abstract, introduction, method, results, and this discussion. However, different fields may have different paper structures. Yeah. So now let's have a look. See, yeah, if your field of study has the same paper structure as this one I just showed. Okay, now I have a Google Doc. Hopefully everybody can see this Google Doc. So I'm gonna access it. Oh, great, we can see it. So I put in my name, Jen Ching, here, and my field of study, English, here. And I also opened one of my sources and checked upon each component there. So I found my source has included all the components, which are introduction, literature review, method, results, discussion, conclusion, and implication. Yeah. So here are some, the homework from the students of our class. And they already put yeah, they're identified sections here, but you can see for some field, the implication is not required. And others, the conclusion, yeah, is absent, but instead probably use a lot of discussion instead of conclusion, right? Okay, so I also hope you can do the same thing to be familiar with your research articles and the field of your study. Okay, so now let's go back. So I'm gonna show you my slides again. So yeah, now I hope you finished checking the main components of your research articles. Are they the same or the different? Yeah, you might have your own conclusion, right? Okay, great. Okay, so another question for you. When you are searching an article, which parts can help you to have an overview of the whole research article? So here are some choices: abstract, introduction, method, results, and discussion. Yeah, great. Yeah, it should be abstract. Thank you. So for the abstract, it's really important, especially when we are trying to find some useful information or to identify the exact paper we want, right? Okay, so here is just an example of an abstract, but this is a guiding abstract. See, there are several subheadings there, right? Which can be easier for us to identify the main components of it. So we can see the background, methods, results, conclusions, and the keywords, which is all the main components of the abstract. But if we look at this abstract, this background carefully, we might find something more inside. Yes, so now let's read it closely. See, is it only the background or are there any other components inside? I'll give you some time to read. Okay, great. So now let's have a look at the first sentence. Mobile phone use is near ubiquitous in teenagers. So what does this sentence tell us? Yes, it's like something like the general facts, right? The background information. Good. Okay, how about the second one? Paralleling the rise in mobile phone use as an equally rapid decline in the amount of time teenagers are spending asleep at night. So what do you think of it? So paralleling the rise is an equally rapid decline. So see, the author tells us something about a problem there, right? Okay, good. And next sentence, prior research indicates that there might be a relationship between daytime sleepiness and nocturnal mobile phone use in teenagers in a variety of countries. So it also talked about the previous literature. In the last sentence, as such, the aim of the study was to see if there was an association between mobile phone use, especially at night, and the sleeplessness in a group of US teenagers. So see, the aim of this study. So this is the purpose of this study. So see, in this background, it's really a very broad background, including a lot of information inside, right? Yes. Okay, so this is just a guiding abstract. Now we're going to have an activity. I'm going to ask you to do the abstract analysis. And yeah, I hope you can do it individually. If you have several people, then you can do it in a group. Okay. Let's directly go to my next slide. So this is the activity I want you to do for abstract analysis. You need to identify background, problem, method, results, and implication for this one. See, we do not have any subheadings this time. Then it's your job to identify each section or components. Okay, I'm gonna give you some time in that, yeah. And later I'll review the answers. Okay, now let's analyze this abstract. So for the first sentence, research has established that the term plagiarism is open to different interpretations, resulting in confusion among students and staff alike. What do you think of it? Is it the background? So see, the author tells us the plagiarism is open to different interpretation, resulting in confusion. So see, there's something like confusion. So this is the problem. And then let's go on reading. University policy on academic integrity misconduct defines the behaviors that all stakeholders must abide by, and the parameters for reporting, investigating, and opinionizing infringements. What do you think of it? So it seems that it talks about something like university policy, right? Okay, yes, so it's about the background. Then let's look at the third sentence. These definitions are the benchmark for assessing how well students understand plagiarism. Still related to sentence 2, the definitions of plagiarism, right? Yes, so these are the background information. So now let's look at sentence 4. An invitation to complete a survey examining students' understanding of the institutional policy on academic integrity was sent to all domestic students enrolled at an Australian university. So see, there is a survey. So this is the method. And the sentence 5, a total of 3,405 students complete the survey. So this is about participants. Then sentence 6, the data were examined by year of study, faculty, and whether the students were studying on campus or by distance education. So still about the details of the survey. So these 3 sentences are the method. Now let's look at sentence 7. Findings indicate that only half of the participants had read the policy on plagiarism, and that the confusion regarding what behavior constitutes plagiarism was evident. So this sentence, it's easy to judge, right? The findings. So it indicates the results. And that's the sentence. The implications of these findings are that a systematic, educative approach to academic integrity is warranted. So see, the last sentence tells us the implication, right? Okay, good. So we've analyzed the abstract. I hope you have better understanding of an abstract, and I hope you can write an abstract with the main components. But don't forget the keywords. Yeah, the last part. Okay, so now let's summarize what we've learned. We've talked about the corpus compilation, the research paper structure, and the abstract analysis, right? Okay, so I hope you can have some review about the contents. Yeah, and thank you so much. Thanks for listening. Bye.